Hi girls, I understand that you have a splits challenge. Sorry, not sorry. I think that's really exciting that you guys are doing this. So I'm just gonna give you some stretches that will help you get into them better. And also some props that I think are important to use as well. So it's nice to have a rolled up or folded blanket. So have one of those nearby. For splits, you can have one block or two blocks. Have that nearby. And also I like to have something for that back knee. If you've got knee problems or tender knees, you can get these little foam knee pads, or you just take your old junk yoga mats, cut them up. These are my little cheat little knee pads. So let's get started of just making sure that we're stretching our the fronts of our hips properly and our hamstrings before you plop into those splits. And again, I couldn't do them as a kid. So I couldn't do them until I was past 50. Let's come up onto your knees. And this again is where your knee pad will come in. If you have tender knees, you can have the knee pad right here. So you're upright. You're going to bring this right leg forward. You're going to put a bend in this knee, and we're going to start stretching the front of this hip. So keeping the knee over that ankle, feel the stretch. Think about pushing your hips forward. Feel that beautiful stretch. All right, the next part of this is fingertips down. Start to bring the hips back now. You're straightening up that right leg. Now flex the foot and start to walk those hands back. Can you sit on that left heel? Now we're going to get into this hamstring. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, keeping your back as straight as possible. Fold forward. Keep this foot flexed. Get into that hamstring. All right, hold it a little longer, but fingertips back. Coming back up, and let's switch sides. Right knee down, left foot in front. From here, put a bend in that knee. So push your hips forward. Feel that nice stretch. Keep your shoulders squared forward. Keep your hips squared forward. All right, straightening up that knee, fingertips down. Drag that heel back with you as you sit back on that right heel. Keep the spine nice and long. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hinge. Feel this hamstring stretch. And coming back up. Let's come back into our tabletop position. So from your tabletop, your hips are stacked over your knees, your shoulders are over those wrists. Just do some cat-cows here, release that back. And now we're going to take it into our pigeon, which is really important for your splits too. So from your pigeon, you can come into it from your tabletop or from your down dog. Wherever you are, bring that right knee forward. Here's where I like to use the knee pad. Again, I bring it under that opposite knee. Try to square those hips forward and those shoulders forward. The further that you can bring this right foot, the more hip stretch that you're going to get. Walk that left leg back. What I mean by that is lift up those toes, lengthen into the front of that left leg, and release it. All right, pigeon is great for coming into those splits. You really want to open up those hips. Lots of variations that you can do here with your pigeon. You can stay here. You can fold the arms in front. You can walk those arms out longer. and come back up. And let's do our pigeon on the other side. Again, use that knee pad if you have tender knees. Come into it from either your tabletop or your down dog. This time that left leg, then left knee comes in between the hands. Drop the right knee, untuck the toes. Square your shoulders and hips forward. Relax those shoulders. Walk that right leg back again. Remember, find that stretch. And the more that left shin is forward, the deeper of a hip stretch you're going to get. Again, you've got lots of actions you can do here. You can stay right here, just letting this hip relax, relaxing that kneecap. Fold forward, walk those arms forward. You want to hold those for a little while too. Coming back up, the easiest way to come out of a pigeon is to roll to the outside of that hip, swinging that leg around. All right, so those are a couple of really good deep stretches that I think are really important to work on as you're going into your splits. So let's try splits. Grab your blocks. Maybe grab this rolled up blanket. The rolled up blanket you can bring right here. I'm going to grab my blocks. Let's start with our right leg forward. I'm going to take my blocks. I'm just going to keep walking them forward as I walk this foot forward. Keep walking it forward. You're already partially there. So this is a good way to just start to work into your splits too. You've got the comfort of knowing that you've got your blanket here. You can rest on it, feel that support. Use that knee pad underneath that back knee if you need to. You can start to walk that other foot forward. If you only have one block, let me show you the other little trick that you can do. So with one block, again, I like to just place it right underneath this right hip. Use the highest position first. Let your hip sit on it. All right, so just right here. You're already partially there. Walk that foot forward. Change the position of the block. Go to the next height, which is this. You've got that blanket under there. You're all right. You're all right. Can you flex that right foot? If not, that's all right. Eventually, maybe you can bring the block flat. Maybe you can move the blanket. Maybe you're just resting on this block. Nice and firm, it's supporting you. Did you need that under your knee? That's all right. And eventually, you might be able to move your block. Hover, it's okay. You can have your hands and fists. Just hover. Try to square those shoulders forward. Finding your splits. All right, when you come out, give yourself a break. Just roll over to the right. Swing that left leg around. Swing the right around. Come into an easy clam with your straight spine. Interlock your fingers around those toes. When you come into your forward folds and your clam, you never want to roll. You want to have this straight spine like you're hinging. So take a deep inhale. Exhale, elbows wide, hinge. See that spine is straight, getting into those hips. And coming back up. I'm going to try that on the other side. I'd like for you guys to show me your progress. Deal? Deal. Love you, girls. Bye.